it's Dorothy Guining with Scrapbooking Quebec, and today I'm here for the Scrapbook Nerd online shop. I'm going to share with you an easy hack to create what looks like a complex layered layout, but really it's easy. Here's what I'm going to be using. Most of the products come from Carta's Oh Happy Day collection, but I did throw in paper from two other Carta collections, and I got all of this at the Scrapbook Nerd online shop, so I will put a link to the shop as well as everything I'm using in the information box below. I did do a bit of preparation before starting this video. I prepared that frame style foundation with 3 sheets of paper, and I gutted 2 of them. I often do that, and I use the paper that I gutted from the foundation page elsewhere on my layout. There I have it in my hand, and I did use a bit of it already. I matted those 2 photos with the black cardstock. I'm showing you the other paper I have as well. So those 2 there I'm going to be using. The black and white one comes from the Summer Market collection from Carta. What I'm showing you there is a cut apart sheet from the Oh Happy Day collection. I cut it up in advance, and I often do that with cut apart sheets, using them for layering and decorations and stuff like that. That's a sticker sheet from the Oh Happy Day collection, and I do have my art bin handy. I do plan to do some die cutting as well. I always have a tray on my desk. That one has some enamel dots, some ephemera, and some other little tools. So now what I'm going to do is continue preparing my foundation page. So I'm cutting down this black and white striped paper. I'm putting measurements for everything I'm doing on the screen, and then I'm going to cut apart this floral paper, which I absolutely love. I only use a small bit of it, but it does have an impact on the page. It certainly directs the color scheme of the page. That's why I really love those floral papers. Anyway, this is a graph paper that was in my stash. I will use that for some journaling. And now what I'm going to do is take this green paper, which is from Carta's Game Night collection, and I'm going to cut a circle with it. I find, like I said, I have paper here, mostly from the Oh Happy Day collection, but I do have it from 2 other Carta collections, and they all work really well together. So now what I'm going to do is kind of create a border. So I'm more or less creating an upside down L layout, and I've got 2 of those strips I cut just up and down, easy enough. But these other 2 pieces, the graph paper and the circle, I've cut them both in half, and I'm placing them sort of staggered. They're not following one under the other, they are staggered, and that in itself creates a complex look, but it's very extremely easy to achieve. If I were to see that on a sketch, I'd be like scratching my head trying to figure out how the person did it, but it's really easy to do. So all I did was I used 2 strips as is. The other 2 I cut in half, and when I placed them, I staggered them. That's it. I took that graph paper and I trimmed the corners of the piece on top to create a travel tag, and I just punched a hole in the middle. And later on, I will add a reinforcer to that as well as some string. And now what I'm doing is showing you my title. So I cut out the word giants in advance with my Big Shot with those dies from Pink Fresh Studio. It's from the Adore collection. And the black foam thickers are from Simple Stories. Those are a new product, and they are super fun to work with. I'm also layering up pieces of ephemera now. So I more or less got the main parts of my layering done, but within that layering, I'm going to start to tuck in pieces of ephemera. Again, another easy way to add a complex layered look to a page. Ephemera is really fun to work with for this simply because it's flat. So as you can see, I more or less have 3 areas where I'm tucking in ephemera on the top right, and then sort of underneath the left photo, and then towards the bottom of the journaling box. So I'm adhering all of these smaller pieces down, and then I'll continue to do some finishing touches. You may notice the ephemera in the top right corner. There were words written on it. I think it said like "thank you very much" or something like that, which had absolutely nothing to do with my layout. But I often use those pieces of ephemera to tuck within the layers, and you can't see the words and you just see things peeking out. Anyway, back to my title. As you can see, I'm adhering the word giants there, but I end up moving it all down. I'm actually going to stop the video and continue adhering my title because that's just boring, I find, to watch. And one thing about foam thickers I can say, even though they are fun to work with, I really love the look, they are a bit flexible, so you have to be careful when you're adhering them down. Now I'm adhering that frame underneath, and as you can see, I backed it with a piece of paper. Actually, it was with one of those cut apart sheets, and even though it looks a bit wild there now, once I have the date on top of it, you really can't see it, and that floral paper with the white background kind of mimics one of the pieces of ephemera that's in the top right hand corner, tucked behind the black floral piece. I'm getting close to the end here. I'm taking this tag which has the word remember on it, and I'm putting that by my journaling at the bottom, and I just cut it because the bottom part of it was floral. It was kind of pretty, so I'll use that elsewhere on my page or on another page. And now I made myself two reinforcers for the two tags that are on the page. So I used a hole punch and a 1/2 inch circle punch. I adhered it around the holes of the tag, and in a minute I'll get out some twine from Lawn Fawn and add that as well. But right now I'm going into the sticker sheet, and I'm just wanting to stick some flowers behind the tag, a little bit up around the side. Some of those are flower pots, the other ones are vases with flowers, but those parts I tucked underneath and just had that flower sticking out. There I come in with that twine from Lawn Fawn, which is, I think it's my favorite. I just use it all the time. And I'm adhering those bows down with a piece of glue dots. They just work well with fabrics and with twines. And now I'm coming in with some enamel dots. So I'm additioning two different colors. One of them is from another Carta collection, and that one there is, I don't know, they're just in my stash. So I end up going with black, and I put one on the top as well. But what you see me doing now is tucking in the word remember, and that one there is in between the photo and the photo mat. Again, working on my layering. So some are going behind the photos, some are going between the photo and the photo mat. All of those small details add to what looks like a complex layered look, but it's really quite easy to achieve when you think of it in layers, in steps. So here's the end of my layout. All I did was add journaling and those three little dots at the bottom. I just wanted to kind of reinforce a little bit more black towards the bottom of the page, because in a minute when you see the entire page, I wanted you to see from the title, which is Giant's Causeway, down to the date, which is 2017. And finally at the bottom, I wanted those three little dots, which kind of has a diagonal down the page. I hope you enjoyed this layout. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the Scrapbook Nerd YouTube channel, as well as my channel, Scrapbooking Quebec. Be sure to check out the Scrapbook Nerd online shop. They have fun, beautiful supplies, and they're coming in all the time. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day. Bye-bye.